Well, hello out there, woo, family and friends. Grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening. Oh, yes. Wherever you happen to be on this most lovely, lovely planet of ours. Mm. Terra firma. Ooh, honey, honey. Ooh. Yes, terra firma. Mother Gaia. Tafiti Pele. Woo! This is fantastic Freedom Fridays, y'all. Woo! Fantastic because we create the most fantastic story about how we would love for our lives to be. Yes, we do. And freedom? Well, now, we do have the freedom to choose again and again and again. And if we don't like it, we have the freedom to choose. Yes, we do. Woo! Want to go to church with me? Woo! Hallelujah. We have the freedom to choose again and again and again. If it does not suit us, choose again until it does. That's why we are here to create, to co-create. Oh, the flow, that stream of love, light, joy, and beauty into our lives and let that overflow into the world around us. We create our reality. We are the creators of our own reality. Everything that shows up in our reality, we created it. We are the authors, the producers, directors, casting directors, lead actor in our movie. So that means we can create whatever we want, whenever we want. Yes. And we always have assistance with that because others are drawn to or attracted to what we put out, what we speak, what we're thinking, what we're broadcasting, and all the matching players that are in the same vibe with that way. Woo, they show up and perform beautifully. And if for some reason they are not performing the way you would like for them to, well, you just rewrite that script. And that current actor playing the role for you will receive a wonderful opportunity that is a match to their heart. And a new actor shows up who loves playing the role and loves you too. How about that? And Fridays, well, thank God it's Friday, 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 yeah. Thank God it's Friday. What y'all doing this weekend? I hope you're planning to have fun in the sun. Fun. Yeah, because remember, fun is not a luxury. It is a necessity. So all y'all out there who ain't having no fun, well, you better rewrite your script because fun is a necessity. Fun is what opens us up to relaxing, letting go of the thoughts and the heaviness and the baggage and all that shit. So we get new ideas can come in, new opportunities can come in because we ain't holding on so tight to being rigid and serious. When rigid and serious, ain't no fun in that. Any good we might believe that we have chosen, it goes and says, oh, who's that? Oh, let's go next door and give it to them. The receptive mode is the play mode, the let go mode. broadcasting in your nice pink strawberry pajamas, unicorn head. Woo! Because magic is afoot, people. It's time to let go and have some fun. Fun is a necessity every day. If it's just 15 minutes, break away and do something that is fun. It might be riding on the sidewalk with sidewalk chalk and doing hopscotch. It might be just sitting down and singing a couple songs to yourself, or singing a few songs to somebody else on the phone or in your household. It might be just sitting down and having a nice, delicious piece of natural cacao, vegan chocolate, and talking to your baby dolls if you got some, or your bunnies and doll babies over here. Okay. Bunny, doll baby back there. Or simply just putting on your witch's hat and pretending you're on a broomstick flying around the neighborhood. Use your imagination. One of my hats over there. Whatever it is, whatever your inner child wishes to experience, check in with that inner child and say, what would you like to do today? What can I do today to make you happy? That inner child's the one that runs the entire show. I think I mentioned that once before. If you don't answer that inner child, that child going to embarrass you somewhere. Something you can't even turn around. Woo! Because you refuse to listen to this child when the child was speaking to you. Yeah. Can't ignore the inner child. But she or he will make sure that you get the message at some point. You might be 70 years old and you still ain't got the damn message. Woo! Yeah. Playtime. Get up and go time. Playtime. What was that? Showtime. Yeah, showtime. It's showtime. Get up and go time. Showtime. I don't know what cartoon that was from my childhood. One of them. Showtime. Hey, what show that was, I don't remember. But that's what I remember. Yeah. It's time to have fun. It's time to let go. The seriousness. All that stuff. That seriousness ain't going to get you into heaven. Because remember, heaven or the ascension path, you ain't going to get through it being serious. Ain't nothing serious going on up in here. Little children, they play. They're not serious until we get in there and mess things up for them. You need to do this. You need to be that. Don't do this. Don't go there. Don't do that. Put that down. You don't have time to be playing with that. Get in the car. Let's go. Little children will only put up with that for a while. Really, not that long. Because make them unhappy. They throw a tantrum in the middle of the room. You be like, oh, what's going on? They were, oh. Yeah, well, that's because you wasn't listening. They had to do something drastic to get you to listen. Yeah, whether it's some form of malady, financial issue, whatever it is that shows up, chaos, whoo, that little child been trying to talk to you and get you to listen. You ain't been listening. All hell breaks loose. Yeah, that's a little child kicking and screaming, rolling around on the floor. How about that? Woo! Yeah. Fun is a necessity, not a luxury. What y'all doing this weekend? I hope you're planning to have some fun. Let's see. What am I doing this weekend? I just remembered earlier I do have an engagement tomorrow that I must book my chauffeur for. Oh, just before I came on here, I'm like, oh, that's right. Isn't that? Oh, so we got to get that all set up. We have our weekend set up. It's on the calendar. That's another thing. You know, you can be spontaneous. You know, like getting up and going to the park because you feel something inside that says, "Ooh, let's go get in the grass. Let's go to the park." Or you may have a schedule. I have it on my calendar. What tomorrow is. I just didn't look at it yet. How wonderful the universe jumps in and reminds you. Even if you haven't looked at your itinerary. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Whoa. So yes, I'll be putting my wardrobe together for that. And then some other meetings I have tomorrow on the fun side. It's all about the fun. It's all about the fun. Fun, fun, fun. What's the song? Oh, we'll have fun, fun, fun till my daddy takes a T-bird away. Well, guess what? Daddy ain't taking the T-bird away. The T-bird is always in the garage. So we'll have fun, fun, fun because the T-bird is in the garage or whatever. Daddy left the T-bird in the garage. We'll have fun, fun, fun. 'cause Daddy left the T-Bird and the keys in the garage. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we'll be spending some quality time with some lovely friends, playing with the law of attraction and whatever game we're going to be playing this weekend that the divine always has set up for us. We'll play with the goddess Pele. Pico, 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 clearing those chakras. Filtering, not blocking or setting up boundaries against what might be out there coming to infiltrate our space. None of that. That setting up boundaries about this and about that to protect our energy field and all of that nonsense. That implies there's something out there that wants to get in and get you. Get us. There's nothing out there looking to get us. And if it is, well, you don't need a block, because a block is a pushing against. What we create with the goddess Pele is filter, so that all that comes into our field for today is that which is for today, for our lessons and our lovely glory. And anything else that is not a match or pertinent will not come in for today. Only what is for today. As we reach out into the sun, our solar, our star, our sun, the central sun, and pull in only what we require for today. And breathing it all in. Pico, 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 pico. Clearing my chakras. Pico means chakra in Hawaiian. Pico, pico, pico. Clearing any debris, anything that is there that is dense. We no longer have to stop and sending it down to the goddess Pele, beautiful mother goddess that incinerates all that darkness and transforms it from the ashes into love, light, joy, beauty. Clearing her chakras and replacing any density with love and light. Oh, from the great central sun, bringing it all in. Only that portion which is for today. Yes. Many of us have been pulling in too much or allowing too much in because we're not using a filter. And all that stuff comes in, all that information, clogging the digestive system and the etheric and in the physical, because we're taking in too much at one time. Too much to handle at one time. We can filter only that which is required for this day, not tomorrow, next week, but today. And bring that in. Opening the chakra to receive this beautiful energy. And then bringing up that beautiful newness up from the ashes, we rise and send this beautiful energy out now to the rest of the planet and to the galaxy. Love and light to our brothers and sisters out there, those that are watching us. We're the show. They're watching us and they're rooting for us and they're learning how to feel and to love because they're watching us. How about that? And many of us were sent or agreed to come in from there, the other distant regions of our galaxy, to incarnate and be human and experience this divine experience of being human. Oh, how glorious it is. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Hallelujah. Yeah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. The truth is marching, marching on in us. How about that? So what y'all doing this weekend? I sure hope you planning to have some fun with some delightful friends or family, lifting up one another. Woo, this lovely day, this lovely time on planet Earth. Mother Gaia, Tafiti, Pele, Terra Firma. Oh yes, hmm. I did forget to introduce myself. Did I? Did I not? Oh yes, I remember. Well, we'll just do it off the cuff because I don't have my lines. How about that? And that's all right. My name is Terry Lynn Page, the name my beautiful mother and father gave me. I'm also known as Queen Tierra Calafia Bay del Cristo. Yes. And I'm a spiritual healer. And I assist people to heal their lives through that powerful spirit of ecstatic joy. And I assist them in coming back into harmony with their true soul's purpose in this lifetime. In this lifetime. And I offer various modalities. I offer sound healing, and I do that in one-on-one or in group sessions. And I use various instruments. I have a metallophone, which you all have heard before. Metallophone, bigger pianos, rain sticks, chimes, and other lovely instruments for this practice of healing that I share with you. I also offer the NST, the neurosensory technique, which is a modality that is based on the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza and Dr. Bruce Lipton and the quantum field. And this modality helps us to come back into our bodies. As I mentioned before, many of us have experienced traumas in childhood or in our earlier years on this planet. And those traumas have left, oh my goodness, blocks in our energy fields. And as children, of course, we're not taught how to process emotions, or if things get too intense, we just jump out of our bodies and we navigate from over there or down on the floor in the corner, huddled on the floor in the corner. And many of us are still doing that, and which has left us open for maladies, in our bodies, in our finances, and other areas of our lives. The thief comes to steal, to kill, and destroy. Well, if we're home for ourselves, totally and completely, then no thief even think about coming into our house. They go somewhere else where there's a match to that thievery. Next door, down the street, around the corner. How about that? Yes. NST neurosensory technique deals with coming back into the body, loving ourselves, loving our bodies, every inch of it, with gratitude, joy, and tenderness. Tenderness. And that modality I offer one-on-one and group sessions. And I also offer the Diksha transmission, Diksha blessing transmission. And that is a modality that is out of India. And this one helps us to remove the stinking thinking. That stinking thinking that causes all the shit in our lives. Yes, to remove that and replace it with thinking that is a match to what we truly desire, thereby creating our world the way we love for it to be, and focusing only on what we want and not what we don't want. Abraham Hicks 101. How about that one? And I also offer music CDs. I offer CDs, self-empowerment CDs. My latest one is Reclaim Your Birthright Self-Empowerment Workout. And that's a fun CD with African music and powerful affirmations. I believe there are 23 powerful affirmations. And you do them in this exercise to the background of African music. So, whoa, you can some dance around the room. I know when I listen to it, and I created it, me and the divine, thank you, I dance around the room because it's so much fun. And a personal journal comes with it to write down the affirmations that I give you, or some of your own that are powerful, or a blend of both. And you write them out, and then you get up and you dance around the room and you recite those affirmations. And you know, when we put affirmations to music, they're the most powerful. That's why the music industry, they have such a control over people, because it's a spell, words to music, and it goes in. So we must be watchful of what we're taking in as far as music is concerned, and the lyrics and all of that, and make it a habit to play beautiful music and fun music that is a high vibrational, because our cells are taking all of that in. Our ears are taking it in. Our nervous system is taking it in, and it's what is the word I'm looking for? It digests it. And then voila, you got stuff going on that you don't want to happen in your life because you've been listening to BS music, low vibrational music, and then your life becomes that. Woo! Gotta watch that one. It's all about the fun. How about that one? Yes, and Reclaim Your Birthright Self-Empowerment Workout. And that's in my shop right now. And I also offer regular music CDs. My latest is Mother Earth Divine, a piece that my mother channeled through me in the back of my van, playing my metallophone after I dropped my son off to school. You know, I was in the parking lot at the park that we usually go to. And I started playing, and I felt my mother on my left side. And whoa, something I never heard before. And then fast forward, I named it after my drum circle where I played it, and the participants started talking about their mothers, and I thought, oh my God. And so I named it Mother Earth Divine, and I will be releasing that. It's scheduled to be re-released with new art April 22nd of this year, my mother's birthday, and that's going to be some fun. The last time we released it, when the first edition, the first volume, I'm looking for a different word, my first release, we had a celebration on Facebook. So I'm not quite sure. We may do a celebration right here, because that's a lot more fun. Yeah, how about that? We're going to do a re-release party right here. Queen Tierra, the Queen Mom is my channel here, the Queen Mom 1. And stop by my shop and pick up a copy of Reclaim Your Birthright Self-Empowerment Workout. And on April 22nd, pick up your copy of Mother Earth Divine. And that was also created to help us move from 3D to 5D, living on this planet with more ease and grace and fun. A lot of beautiful cuts on there that are very inspirational. And yes, and also I have oils. I offer different types of oils, powerful oils in my shop as well. So stop by my shop, QueenTierrasTreasure.etsy.com, and shop, honey. Don't drop. Just shop. And I'm offering a 25% off coupon. And just go on my store, message me with a request for the 25% off of everything in my shop this month. And I'll shoot you out an instant coupon. How about that? Woo! Yeah, you'll love it. And I have a lot of fun creating the items that I have in my shop. I opened up in, I believe it was 2019, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2019. 2018. And I'm making oils, and I was so inspired. And one of my closest friends, my band member, Erica Francis, she says, you need to open up a shop. What I opened up with was Rastafarian crochet hats that this is another story. When I was living at my father's, my son and I, after my mother crossed over, my music director, Kenneth Francis, God love him so much, um, he put me in everything that he could put me in because at my mother's funeral, he heard my father say, her mother wants her to be a musician and follow her passion and live her life doing what she loves to do. And that's what and he was ranting about that. And my music director, he heard that because he played for my mother's homegoing ceremony. And he told me, fast forward, that as a promise to my mother, that he would see to it that I was involved in every musical thing that he had going on. And I didn't know that until much later on, that that's why he was putting me in everything, because he heard what my father said that my mother wanted for me. And so, oh boy, I'm feeling it now. Okay. And it's been since 2014. And even now, I still feel things around that because my mother was my wardrobe designer. She made earrings and such. She was my wardrobe lady. And we made jewelry together. We made jewelry together. I was 7 years old, and I watched her making jewelry for our sale the next day. And I decided I'm going to put something together. And I did. And then I put it on the table at our event, and somebody came and bought it. My mother came back from the bathroom and she said, where's that necklace you made? I said, I sold it. She goes, what? And she didn't tell me then, but she said, I didn't think you made that thing. And I think anybody's going to want that. She said, oh my God. So fast forward from there, I began to make jewelry with her, and we designed beautiful pieces together, and that we put in our display at our events. And yeah, she was my wardrobe lady too. Later on, she got on my gigs for me. We fired my manager. That's another story. And she did it herself, and she got me into so many wonderful things, and a band, two bands in actuality, in Ohio, a gospel band, and I did solo performances as well. And I got paid. It wasn't no freebies and all that kind of stuff. No, this is business. And even yeah, she got on she wrote my bios, she did everything. She sent me down to the newspaper to pick up the tear sheets for people. I was in the newspaper like 2 or 3 times a month, minding my own business. I was picking out wardrobe for a movie that we were shooting over there. And I ended up in the paper in the entertainment section, and got people calling me talking about, oh, Miss Tara Page, Queen Tara, you in the newspaper. I said, what am I doing? So I was kind of a celebrity in my small town, Columbus, Ohio. And I loved it. I got a lot of good training there. Sharon Thomas, Tangi Thomas, one of my other producers. We do road shows twice a year. One during Christmas, 2 weeks, and 1 week during Valentine's Day in February week. And it was phenomenal. And that's where I got my training and learned how to put on my makeup and pay attention to wardrobe. Although mother was already doing that, but she got me somewhere. Woo! Honey, I never worn false eyelashes. Can you believe that? And to get me ready for the photo shoot, and I posted pictures here. Yeah, from that. They're here on YouTube. And she puts me in the chair. She's put my makeup on, get me ready for the photo shoot. And I'm like, and she's putting these false eyelashes out. And she's putting them like, oh. She said, be still, be still. She said, Tiara, stop blinking. And I wore those things. And from then on, she taught me how to put those things on. And we did a photo shoot, and I had a great time. And I performed with a wonderful friend of mine, a duet that I had no idea. Somebody I really had the hots for quite some time in actuality. And I think vice versa, unbeknownst to each other. And my mother, she says to me, I know who you're doing your duet with in your first show. I said, no. She said, yeah, I'll tell you when you go home. And she said, we got home. I said, well, who is it? Who? She said, it's Swain. I said, what? Oh my God. And he was part of a group called Chemistry back in that day. And they did like the Temptations and stuff like that back in the Motown stuff. And they were beautiful. And I thought, oh my God, look at him. Well, then fast forward, that's who I ended up doing the show with. And I was so nervous. Oh my God. I mean, I'm good, but I mean, oh my God, this man I was so nervous, and I would laugh and giggle whenever we're doing we did a medley like some Luther Vandross, a medley of Luther Vandross and um, what is his name? Patty Austin and James Ingram. Come to me. You put my arms around you. This was meant to be. Oh, so glad I found you. Need you every day. That and some Patty Bell stuff on my own. How could it end this way? On my that a couple of like three or four different songs in a medley. And I tell you, every time he started singing and we're done and he's touching my face. I just started giggling like a little 5 year old. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to do this show if I keep laughing and giggling? And I had a wonderful girlfriend that used to live on the farm with us. She was one of our farm apprentices. Her name was Susan. And I asked her, what should I do? Oh my God, she said, oh, I'm so excited for you, Terry. She said, listen, I just came out of a seminar that talked about your wind element, the wind element. And she said, if you're laughing and giggling during that, your wind element is off. I'm like, okay, educate me. And she said, do this. The next time you have a rehearsal when it's just you and him, not with everybody else and all that, when it's just you and him, get out a clipboard, take a clipboard, and ask him some questions about his life. Ask him why he decided to become a singer, performer. Ask him about his parents and his life. Ask him what he's passionate about. And take notes like you're interviewing him. You interview him. And I said, okay. And so I did that. And I got so into hearing him, being present with him, that I didn't laugh and giggle anymore during my rehearsals when they would touch my face and grin at me and do this lovey-dovey business. I was in the moment. And fast forward, our first performance together, we freaking nailed it. We got so much fan mail, it wasn't even funny. And some of it I had to have somebody else answer it because I didn't even know. Tia, my producer said, don't you know you have fan mail? You got these people. I said, oh, really? No. I think somebody else answered it. I'm not sure. Because I'm like, oh God, what do I do? But what an experience. What an experience. And my mother's dream, my dream that my mother always supported me in. She was at every show. She did everything, even down to, okay, don't do this. Don't sing it like, okay, what is that you get? No, put these on. She was like that. What are you doing with your hair? Okay, like that, okay. She was always, she took me to auditions. I can remember my first audition that I signed up for was for modeling. And I believe there's one picture on here. I haven't posted it yet. I'll use that one the next time. With this group that came from out of town, Springfield, Ohio. And I went to I was going to do the audition, and it rained like nobody's business that day. The car my mother owned was a beater, and she did like, rain? Oh Lord, how I gonna drive in this? And so while I'm getting ready, she's getting ready, I said, okay, now. There's a chant that my ex-husband gave me. Love you, Larry. That he gave me. Don't tell this to nobody. It is a chant that is in, did he say the Sanskrit? The old Sanskrit, something like that. And you do this chant, and it controls the weather. It's like not being, arrogant and stuff. Like if you're on an airplane and there's a whole lot of turbulence and people are getting really scared, then you use this chant to calm things down. If the weather, it storms, whatever, you use this chant and it will subside. And so I couldn't remember the chant, for God's sakes, I really couldn't. And I said, okay, in the name of, and I said, my husband, that you know very well, please help me with this. And whatever I said, and it stopped. We left the house and we went to the King Center to go to this audition for, it's not coming to me right now because I want to plug them. I don't know if they're still going. It's still in operation, the fashion show out of Springfield, and they came to Ohio. As soon as the door shut behind us in the theater, the King Center Theater, Then it started pouring down like crazy. Like, whoa, you know. But yeah, magic, power, being who you came to be. And on that lovely note, mm, yes, yes, we already plugged Stop by My Shop, QueenTiaraTreasure.etsy.com. Now let's move to the question of the day or the statement of the day. What was it? What was it? You have the freedom to choose to be incredible. You have the freedom you have the freedom to choose to be the incredible you. Incredible. You are incredible. I am incredible. I am very deeply worthy. You are very deeply worthy to be, do, or have anything that you choose, anything that your heart desires. Right here and right now. Not next week, not next month, not next year. Right here and forevermore. It is our birthright to be, do, and have whatever we choose. You have the power to choose. You have the freedom to choose to be the incredible you. So, the last time we read a book by Dr. Wayne Dyer and Sage Dyer called Goodbye Bumps. It's where the little girl, 5 years old, healed herself in 7 days of these nasty bumps that were all over her face. 5 years old, with a mirror and a flashlight, talking to the bumps under the covers when she went to bed each night. Powerful. No ism, schism. Even her father, Wayne, gave her this suggestion of what you can say and this and that. And she took a little bit of that, but she did it her way, different words. And she healed herself at the age of 5. And she said today, as an adult, she knows she can heal herself. She has the power to heal herself of anything. By what she learned from her father, Dr. Wayne Dyer. And this next book that we're going to read right now is also by Dr. Wayne Dyer, New York Times bestseller. Incredible You, 10 Ways to Let Your Greatness Shine Through. Isn't that beautiful? And my lighting is better today too, huh? I have 2 ring lights. One, my beautiful friend pulled one out for me when I told her I'm going to start going live on YouTube. And the other one I purchased off of Amazon. So we have better lighting now as I perfect my platform here. And beautiful story. Incredible You. Let's take a look. And this is a children's book. And I've been reading children's books. I have lots of children's books. And I'll be reading them on my show here. Because you see, we must become as little children, not serious adults with baggage. Children don't have baggage. Okay, so let's look at this. It says, okay, we have the contents. And that's a beautiful picture. So I want y'all to see that too, just the contents. Beautiful illustrations by Melanie Siegel. And let's read the introduction. How about that? Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. So beautiful. Introduction. I've been writing books designed to help people realize their own magnificence while overcoming any and all self-imposed limitations. For the past 35 years, while these books, or for the past 35 years, he's been doing this, or he has been doing this. He's on the other side now. While these books have largely targeted adult populations, the essential message applies to all of us, from infancy on up. A few years ago, I wrote a book called 10 Secrets for Success and Inner Peace. I created it so that my own teenage children would have a message in one place from their father that contained the 10 most important ideas and practices they might choose to adopt for living a happy, fulfilled life. In this book, I've taken those same 10 ideas and framed them for the youngest of those among us. I believe that you cannot start early enough to teach the essential lessons for living a successful and peaceful life. In fact, I feel that reading these ideas and communicating them even to your unborn child makes perfect sense. And I used to read and sing to my baby boy when he was in my womb too. My chef, my son was chef and musician. Okay. I've been reading children's books to young ones for as long as, I've been reading children's books to young ones for as long as I can remember. My oldest daughter was born in 1967 and my youngest in 1989. I have a total of 8 children and 4 grandchildren, and reading to them at bedtime has been one of my all-time favorite blessings. Indeed, incredible divine beings. This book was written and designed with this one idea in mind. I've included several pages at the end of this book that contain questions and illustrations. When I read to my own small children, they loved it when we create our own story to match up with the drawings. Here you can have your little angel answer the questions and participate in creating his or her own version of what to say in response to these colorful and imaginative drawings. It is my desire to have these tiny, precious souls, so many of whom have brought so much joy into my life as they listen to my stories, close this book and feel so good about themselves that they feel in their hearts that nothing is impossible for them. It would be even more thrilling for me if this becomes the book they choose each night, so that a special person like you can read it to them over and over again. I send you oceans of love, Wayne W. Dyer. And so now let's go into the first page. Number 1, share the good. There is good in you and in everyone. Sharing this good with others is fun. You have so many ideas inside your mind. Set them free. You are one of a kind. Isn't that amazing? Number 2, find what you love. Think of something you love to do. That is your passion. So let it shine through. Never let fear hold you back. Do what you love. You're on the right track. And this is something my mother always impressed upon me, to do what I love. She was successful in many ways at doing what she loved. She made money. Sometimes she did, sometimes she didn't. But she never, ever let that stop her from doing what she loved to do. Ever. Because doing what she loved to do is what gave her strength, hope, to keep going forward. Number 3, you are filled with love. Your heart is like a magic cookie jar. All the love you need is never far. So reach inside and let that love out, and it will come back to you without a doubt. Number 4, find a quiet place inside. Life can sometimes be loud. It's hard to listen with all those sounds. Go to a quiet place inside. There your mind can wander or just hide. Painter, look at that. My son plays the bongos too. It's funny, this picture has bongos in it. My son has a set of bongos. He plays it sometimes, but I play it too. Number 5, make today great. In your life, plenty has happened so far. That's part of what makes you who you are. But don't worry too much about yesterday. What matters is what you do with it today. So inspiring. The illustrations are so beautiful. So beautiful. Sight and sound. Are you more auditory or visual? I'm a bit of both. And most children are both, actually. Most are both. And sometimes one is stronger than the other. But pictures. Pictures is worth 1,000 words. Number 6, change your thoughts to good. Some problems are big and some are small. Thinking good thoughts can help you solve them all. You can ask for help with what's bugging you. And never forget, God is always there too. Number 7, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Many of us spend a lot of time taking care of other people and leave ourselves in the dust and wonder why. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Thought. Deep for thought. Okay, take care of yourself. Number 7, if something or someone makes you feel bad, don't let them ruin your day by making you sad. Let go of the hurt and take care of you. You can't control what others say or do. Yeah, get away from there. Woo, go in your room, shut the door, and get out some paints, some doll babies. Have a tea party. I used to have a tea party with my dolls, my little cups and saucers and teapots. Why not? Do that now. Number 8, picture what you want. Pretend you are what you like to be. Make a picture in your mind so you can see that what you want can come true. If you believe in your heart, it will come to you. Ah, yeah, he wanted to be a good swimmer. And later on, look what happens. He learned to swim and he became a gold, or was it silver, bronze medalist. He won a medal for swimming. Oh, the sky is no limit. Many say the old proverbial saying is, oh, the sky is the limit. There are no limits. The sky goes on with the galactic universe. There are no limits. None. Number 9, everyone is special, especially you. There's something on earth that all people share. It's the source of all good and love everywhere. What is this great mystery, you may say? It is God that connects us together this way. Ah, look at that. Such a beautiful message. Number 10, good thoughts give you energy. Bad thoughts zap your energy. Happy thoughts make you strong and free. It's a choice you make each day. So choose to be happy. That's the way. And it says here, I'm dumb, I'm scared. And when she changed her thoughts to, I'm brave, I can, I'm smart. Woo! Yes, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you are. How about that? Yes, I can. And I am. Take up that one. Yes, I can. And I am. Not yes, I can and I will. The only moment there is now. Yes, I can. And I am. What do you think? Answer the questions on the following pages to learn how to use the ideas from this book in your own life. And if you do, you will discover the most incredible you. Question. If someone or something makes you feel sad, embarrassed, or angry, what do you do to make yourself feel better? Do you dream of doing something adventurous, like taming lions, or something that seems a little safer, like being a veterinarian? Close your eyes and imagine yourself doing it. And this is all it takes. We adults want to make things so freaking complicated. We want to make it so complicated to where we get all caught up in some kind of whirlwind of nothingness, nothing, and never reaching the mark because we're too busy thinking and judging ourselves and judging other people, or being afraid to step out into the unknown. Little children, they just do it. Just envision it. And there it is. How about that? Okay, next question. What makes you feel scared or worried? What are some positive, strong words that you can say to yourself to overcome your fear? Next question. Everyone needs to be alone sometimes. So where do you go if you feel like being by yourself? To your room, up in a tree, or in a nice comfy chair? Question. If you have a problem or something is bothering you, who do you talk to? Your mom or your dad or your dog or your teacher? It's important to make time for the things that you love. Well, this is the next question. It's important to make time for the things that you love. Do you have a passion? Something you love to do more than anything else? Oh, good question. What I love to do more than anything else is music, is singing, performing on the stage live in front of a huge audience. That's what I love doing the most. Second, or maybe a close runner, is making delicious raw vegan food. Food, being a chef, that was my second one. Food, yeah. And delighting people with my wonderful food. I love that. Question. What are some things that you have done that make you great? Have you ever drawn an awesome picture that made you really proud? Have you ever won a medal or an award? Question. Everyone is special and one of a kind. What are some things that you love about yourself? And how do you share that love with others? Do you bake cookies? for your friends or pick flowers for your mom? I used to bake cookies and desserts. Oh, and I would sell them on Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think it was for Thanksgiving, I made um, butternut squash pecan pie pies, and I sold them to my friends and to my church for Thanksgiving. And for Christmas, I made my scrumptious apple pie. I think it was called mm, Happy Healthy Apple Pie, something like that. Back in the day, and I would sell that on Christmas to my friends, to my church. I loved that. I delighted so much in that. It was work, but not really work because it was fun and playing, and taking orders and producing those pies and just it was really like I'd be up like oh, and I'm dancing around making. I love that. Yeah. Okay. Next question. These kids set up a stand to raise money for the animal shelter. What helpful ideas do you have inside your mind? And what do you do to share them with the world? Next question. Some people feel a loving spirit around them. Some people, I'm sorry, some people feel a loving spirit around them. Some feel it in a church, a place of worship, or in nature. Do you feel this mysterious love that connects us all? And where do you experience it? For me, I feel it in nature. Oh, I cry when I go out in nature and the sun is shining so beautifully. I literally cry when I go out there. Even when I go out for walks and the sun blazing on my face, oh, I cry. I'm so moved by that energy. Yeah. And my place of worship, um, yeah, it's exciting sometimes and I feel it, but mostly I feel it in nature. Oh, and with my one of my friends, yeah, one of my best friends, and good friends, period, when we're doing some fun things together. I feel the spirit then. I feel the, what's it say, this mysterious love that connects us all. Yeah, yeah, because we do church on Saturdays, not our regular church is on Sunday, but on Saturdays, we get together like tomorrow. We get together. Well, I'll be at both places tomorrow at church for a memorial service for a very close friend of our family, and then with my friend, we're going to be with them and do what we do. And we have our own kind of church when we get together on Saturdays, where stuff is just popping like popcorn. The phone is ringing with people talking about what we just finished talking about. People come to the door within 2 or 3 minutes, telling us exactly what we just now said and bringing to us what we just now requested. It's I mean, to the ethers, we broadcasted it, speaking it out loud. We didn't call nobody, and it shows up. Yeah, that's church. And we do energy work for each other. I get my facials, and I just come out feeling so good. We both are in the same line of service as healers. Hers is a little bit different than mine. She has modalities of healing with, spa kind of stuff. It's like so exciting. Oh, I can't wait till she opens her spa. Oh my God. Anyway, that's the end of our lovely book. And if you would like to, yeah, okay, you can find, I bought this book from, as well as two other books. The other Wayne Dyer book that I read the last time by him and his daughter, Goodbye Bumps, and along with this one. And you want to take down the name of it. And also a book called, that has to do with The Beautiful You, Christine Northrup, for girls, discovering who they are and and how their body works and how powerful they are. And that one I'll read the next time. Won't be next week, I don't believe. But that will be the next book we'll be reading, is the one by Christine Northrup. And all of these I bought Hay House, hayhouse.com. They had a wonderful special going on, and I got some discounts. And they have a discount going on right now, I believe, for $5 off of $15? I can't remember. I got it on the $5 off of a 15 or more. And I just found some wonderful books. And she has specials all the time. Check her out, hayhouse.com. Louise Hay? Yeah, hayhouse.com. I'm not getting paid or compensated for any of this. I'm just so happy to share what's been working for me, what makes me feel special, what makes me feel empowered, what makes me feel good being with me, not going off and doing something else to distract myself from being present with myself. These are the tools that have been working for me. And I also do the mirror lesson, using the mirror and talking to myself in the mirror, talking to my inner child. I also found a picture. Um, oh, yeah. Yeah, I found a picture mysteriously in my storage of myself. One of my friends, she saw one picture I showed to her of myself as a little girl. She said, "You need to find a picture that you can handle, that you have physically of yourself as a little girl, and talk to her and heal whatever's going on with you by talking to her, since these things happen to her, you know." And I'm like, yeah, that's true, So lo and behold, very shortly after that conversation, I ended up at my storage. And I thought I always go to take stuff out so I can sort through and get rid of stuff, like as soon as possible. And I picked a bag and I thought, what is this? I'm not quite sure. So I didn't look in it. I said, well, we'll take it home and find out. And I brought it home and it had a beautiful picture of me as a little girl that used to sit on the coffee table in my grandmother's living room, among other wonderful family things that my mother told me before she crossed over. Actually, she told me in a dream before she crossed over. She was, when she's going to cross over, but I just saw her in my kitchen in a beautiful white outfit. She looked like Whitney Houston in there, standing in front of the closet in the kitchen, the broom closet. I'm like, what are you doing there? What are you trying to tell me? You clean up my kitchen or something? You tell my kitchen dirty? And she kept looking at me, and then she looked back at the closet. I'm like, okay, what's that about? So when I woke up, I called her on the phone, which she's at the rehabilitation center. I said, you were in front of the closet, standing there in the kitchen, like, what were you doing? She said, okay, what was I doing? I said, well, you were standing in front of the closet, and then you looked at me, and then you look at the closet. I said, we telling me clean the kitchen? She goes, no. When you guys move from there, don't leave anything in that closet. I'm like, what? I didn't even know what was in it because I never go in that closet except to get the broom maybe on the bottom. I never looked at anything in there, but she had put things in there that I didn't know about, didn't know what they were. And she's telling me on the phone while she's alive, don't leave anything in that closet when you guys move. Like, okay. So I made sure that I went in that closet. I didn't even look at the stuff. I just put it in the box, put it in the boxes, didn't even look at it. Put them in the boxes and kept it with me at my father's, since it was obviously something so important. I didn't want anything to happen to it because obviously something about it was important. And then finally, I opened up at my dad's, for some reason, I opened up the bag and box, and it had things in there from when I was a baby. It had a 33, what you call it, a record player. Baby Terry, 1966, First Cry. Oh, I still haven't listened to it. That was in 2014. But I intend to get me a record player and play it. Yeah. So, on that mystical note, listen, just because you have others on the other side, it don't mean they ain't talking to you. It don't mean they ain't talking to you, because they always are talking to you, especially those that are closest to you. Like my mom, when I hear her now, I hear her from this ear. This is the ear that she speaks to me in. I hear stuff from out there in the divine, usually from this ear anyway. My lead ear. I never would hear anything from this ear. I never would hear anything from that ear, from that side, from the other dimensions. But I hear her, and she's talking to me. And and not only when I was talking to her on the phone in this ear too, when she crossed over, she was talking to me on the phone, just about to say goodbye. She goes, okay, I got a few minutes and all that, and we're laughing and we're talking about stuff, deep stuff, and the next thing I know, the phone drops. So, and that was it. I had no idea it was going to be that night, that time frame. But that's when the gate was open, September 2nd, 2014 is when the gate was open. So, what is that, 7:02? Sept is 7. However, this Gregorian that kind of screw all of us up to confuse us, it is the 9th month. But anyway, enough on that part. But yes, your loved ones are always speaking to you to help you, guide you, among others, beautiful saints and stuff. And And it always, for me, it's always confirmed by something that takes place. It's always confirmed without beyond a shadow of a doubt. Stuff she tells me to do or to pay attention to. Anyway, enough on that. But yes, beautiful Wayne Dyer speaking to us from the other side. I love that man. I know all of you have heard of him. Many of you have heard of him. And he was amazing, amazing teacher, amazing, magical being. And I feel so privileged to read his books. I had his books and tapes and stuff from back in the CDs, you know. I think it's Manifest Miracles or Miracles and Wonders. I can't remember what it was. I have them here. They're so old. But to experience his children's books that I didn't know existed until I went to Hay House. Okay, so stop by hayhouse.com and pick up a copy of this book, and among other books that are there, selections there, and get in on any specials that are going on this month. And enjoy your life. Be as a little child. The children are the ones that are getting into the kingdom. The children. And that was depicted in the movie 2020 or 2012 with Nicolas Cage, I think. Yeah, where the children were the ones that got to go to the new Eden, or the newness, and adults, they got killed in a disaster or whatever. Okay? And that's only because their vibration was not innocent as like little children. Their minds been used to corrupt the planet. Yeah, adult, that's us. I take responsibility for that too. Us. We must be as little children if we are going to enter into the kingdom of the divine, right here and right now. Yeah, how about that? God bless y'all. Thank you for listening, and to my wonderful story that I read here from Wayne Dyer. Incredible You, 10 Ways to Let Your Greatness Shine Through. Join me next week, same time, same place, for Fantastic Freedom Fridays, y'all. And remember to stop by my shop, QueenTiarasTreasure.etsy.com. Message me from my shop, and I will grant you a 25% discount on everything in my shop. Happy shopping. I love you all. Happy solar. What is it going to be? Solar eclipse, solar solstice, spring equinox, all that on the 8th of this month. And happy spring, everybody. God bless you all. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Have a great rest of your day.